Now, okay, let's explore when somebody has a career issue. Give us an example, please, of how that can be helpful.
A common one is someone who doesn't like the job they have, and they're afraid they're never going to get a better job. They feel hopeless about getting a better job where there's more money and more prestige, maybe more freedom, maybe some travel, or maybe not as much travel, you know? Or they may feel that they can never get a job in Santa Barbara or someplace where they really want to live, and they're going to be forced when they get a new job to go someplace, you know, that they don't want to go, where it snows in the winter, for example. So what's the story? Well, the story is, you know, I'll never get a better job. And believe me, I'll never get a better job could be someone who I helped get a job for $400,000 a year in perks who wants to make $1 million, or somebody who was earning $160,000 a year and perks who I helped get a job for $300,000. You know, they all started out with a pretty hopeless place, but with a desire, a burning desire for a better job. They learned new skills, how to interview and how to handle themselves. They got those jobs. Those are real people. So the story might be, you know, I'll never get the job I want. And then I would have them identify exactly what the job I want is, because you need a factual description, not just a concept. Question number 1, do you believe that's true? Yes, no, or maybe? Okay, maybe. All right. What evidence do you have that it's true that you'll never get the job you want? Well, she might say she's been on 20 interviews and she hasn't been offered one of the jobs. She might say she's only had a few interviews, can't even get more interviews, and hasn't been offered a job. She might say that she's been offered jobs in 5 different places that she doesn't want to move to, or 1 different place that she doesn't want to move to. So those are the kind of facts people have. Question number 3, how do you feel when you tell yourself the story? Well, again, frustrated, worried, and really disappointed. Okay, how would you feel if I could show you that the story isn't even true? Well, I'd feel excited, I'd feel energized, and I'd feel hopeful. Again, usually it's one of those. I'd feel powerful, even better. So what's the turnaround? The turnaround is when this client and I identify exactly what she did and did not do in order to get these interviews, exactly what she did and didn't do when she went on those interviews, exactly how she thought about it after the interviews, exactly what she didn't do when she was following up with the company after the interviews. You know that we're going to identify a ton of things that need to be improved. I'm sure I don't have to explain that to you. It's obvious. And then when I do 100% of what works and 0% of what doesn't work, I get a fabulous job offer which meets all my key criteria. Done.